Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the Season 1 finale for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. This is Episode 8 entitled Alloyed. Thoughts on the last episode are probably on the back half of there. I say that because I have not edited the 7th episode yet. I just felt like watching ahead a little bit, and there's a bunch of things I should be editing, but I decided instead to watch some things tonight, so here we are. Big takeaways on that last episode are the Southlands are now Mordor. Rip to the Southlands. The short-haired elves were running around looking for Meteor Man. He made the grove turn great with fruit and food and bounty, and then they just fucking came in behind him and burned it all out. Nori, Poppy, and a few of the other Harfoots are going to track him down and hopefully, bring him at least into safety and away from whoever those short hair elves. I couldn't think of what the hair, it's called hair. Couldn't think of what the short-haired elves would want to do with him, but probably not in his or our best interest. Durin's dad, the king, seemed pretty okay with, if it's their time, it's their time, and the elves can just fuck off and die. So, I don't know about that, especially with the episode title called Alloyed, and we know from the Fellowship of the Ring that the elves get and already have the mithril in the future, so in what way, in what capacity are we getting it to them? I don't know. And in my head, I'm just trying to recap everything that happened because I haven't edited yet, so I don't have the full picture. I just have, when I watched it a few days ago, I remember Baldrin was wounded but alive, Bronwyn survived, Theo's good, Arendir's good. People are pretty okay, except for the whole, everything is ashy and dark. But okay, I've just been rambling on. I'm not good with goodbyes or outros or wrapping things up, so I'm just gonna say I'm looking forward to this episode and really want to see how they close out the season because it has been a treat. Here we are at the end, and it's, I don't even know if it's been announced or if decided if there's going to be a season 2, but this has been enjoyable and I want to see how they close out this first season, so let's do that. This is The Rings of Power, Season 1 finale, Episode 8, entitled Alloyed. Here we go. Oh, we're not getting the intro music, we're getting a little scene time. He's still... Oh, right, okay, I'd say, what's he gonna eat? He doesn't have any snails, but he's got that apple from, Nori.
You're not a parent.
Nori.
No, yeah, Mystique Nori. Should I have subtitles on right now? What's the context of dropping the Sauron word? Nah, fuck you, I gotta do it, I gotta go back. We come to serve you, Lord Sauron. Well, that's... fuck. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't think they were setting his character up for that. This feels like a misdirection or their mistake or something.
If only there was some way of doing more with less.
But the title of the episode makes me think like we're gonna mix it with something.
Galadriel? What has happened?
Yeah, they don't even know she's alive, let alone the Southlands.
Come, we have much to discuss.
I leapt from that ship because I believed in my heart I was not yet worthy of it. I knew that somehow my task here was not yet complete.
Swim or sink, everything else is the churn.
This was the workshop of Celebrimbor. The Celebrimbor.
Oh, right, because that guy does blacksmithing, so this guy's... Celebrimbor is a renowned smith. Yeah, you'd have heard of him
the
if you were...
I apprenticed to used to speak of the wonders of your craft. What do you plan to use them for? This is a peculiar ore. What is it?
Not enough.
Have you tried combining it with other ores?
Stop it.
Better stretch it out.
Stop it.
That wouldn't be suitable.
Couldn't the right alloy also amplify those qualities?
We hit it with darkness and shadow.
An intriguing suggestion.
Draftsmen from across Numenor have been summoned to capture his visage, so they can propose a design. Each of you will be granted 1 hour with the king.
I know what you have been doing in the dark of night when you thought all eyes were asleep.
I'm sorry.
He was swift with those hands.
If the old ways of our people are not soon restored, our island will fall.
He just came out talking to her like that's his daughter.
I looked for too long, and now I cannot separate what is from what was from what will be.
No, not the seeing stones. They're all not accounted for. We don't know who else has them. Isn't that always the case with these fucking rocks?
A circular form will be ideal, allowing the light to arc back upon itself in one unbroken round, building to a power that is all but unbounded. It was only in speaking with the Southlander that I realized... The low man? This idea was his? His suggestions were but the key, not of strength, but of spirit. Not of the flesh, but over flesh. It is a fool's hope, Elrond. Merely that, nothing more.
Hope is never mere. Not even when it is meager.
And he's throwing his own words back at him. Yeah. I'm sure they'll get something.
Our records are limited concerning the mortal kingdoms. I shall have to scour the catacombs for that information.
3 weeks. I'm just offering whatever humble aid I can.
I'd all but given up. But you believed in me. I will never forget that. And I'll see to it that no one else does either.
The music makes me want to re-examine his intentions on that.
The more your powers awaken, the more the veil will weaken.
Veil.
The one placed upon your mind by those who cast you down, far to the east. For you, our Lord Sauron.
I'm still in denial about it. Like, I get he has all this potential and these people are buttering him up, but they could also be full of shit or trying to use him.
Well, in the grand tradition of bad ideas, this might well be the worst yet.
Well, have you got a better notion? The third one's gone. Where'd the third one go? Better 2 than 3.
I'm gonna be right above you. Hey, should have stuck one to stick with him. Wait, it was like she found him out in the woods, but he's right there. Wait a minute.
Run!
Oh, decoy. That's why they had no problem walking away. Yeah, he learned friend before he learned peril, which is interesting. They really should bind him up. Oh, that looks like the Eye of Sauron right there in her staff.
We need you. Please just take it.
I will hurt you again.
You choose by what you do.
If only they had hugged Sauron, then he wouldn't have tried to destroy Middle-earth, right? I'm just kidding, but...
You're here to help.
Uh-oh, he doused that shit. You better bow. I mean, he's got the power and the weapon.
He is not Sauron. He is the other.
The other?
He is...
I'm good.
Damn. Because it's too obvious to have him be Sauron, and they're like, well, he could be the other one, or he's whatever they said, you know.
I'm afraid I'm about to go a-wandering off-trail. Like to sit a while. Watch the sun come up.
You sure you want to do this?
Yeah. I think I'll just stay here a while. Enjoy the sunrise.
Single entry chest wound, they don't have anything for that, you know. Well, you died. Now I gotta question my friend who said he didn't like the short-haired elves. It's like they didn't have enough screen time to not be liked. I'm pretty sure, you know. Did they? Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it. They sailed off thinking Isildur bidding, you know, missing or dead or...
You once asked me why I pulled Galadriel from the sea. I claim to have had little choice. But the truth is, I could have left her there. Because Elendil does not merely mean one who loves the stars. I just never imagined it would lead you.
Yeah, Elfriend was the other translation. She grilled them on that.
My father once told me that the way of the faithful is committing to pay the price, even if the cost cannot be known.
Sometimes the cost is dear.
Yeah, meanwhile his daughter was messing with the Seeing Stone when she was supposed to be sketching the king.
And I, for one, will see to it that we make the end worth the price.
Come what may.
Come what may.
Come what may.
What do you see?
All still there.
What has happened?
They try to make gunpowder again.
The Mithril is proud.
This is a journey. Not every step we take will be forward.
Perhaps we've been pushing ourselves too hard.
Pushing ourselves too hard. Supposing we've been using too much force.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
Drawn or coaxed.
Yeah, I was gonna say coerced. Like
we've been doing it all inside out.
Yeah, so who is he in the tales, the hierarchy of the old kings, the family line? Is he who he says he is, or has there been some scoundrel shit revealed?
He's something
smaller. Son of a bitch.
Come, see for yourself.
There is no king of the Southlands. The last man to bear your crest died over 1,000 years ago.
I told you I found it on a dead man.
Damn.
You fought beside me.
Against your enemy.
And his own, yeah.
Tell me your name.
In that time, I have had many names.
No, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Am I dead? Why is she hearing his voice, you know?
My old dagger. You've kept it safe all this time.
No, you died. Along with countless others because of him.
No, Galadriel. He was seeking a power.
Yeah, last episode they talked about to mend the lands and the peoples. You have been told many lies.
Simply let the work proceed. Touch the darkness once more.
Set her off on her whole arc and jumping off the boat and...
My brother is dead. Because of you.
Galadriel. Galadriel! Look at me! Galadriel, look at me.
He said when you find out who I am, you'll turn on me, they'll turn on me. He meant it.
And I knew. If ever I was to be forgiven, then I had to heal everything that I had helped ruin.
Now I'm thinking about, did him and Isildur share any scenes? Because I know him and Elendil did.
After our victory, you said that whatever I'd done before, I could be free of it
You
now.
deceived me.
I told you the truth. I told you that I had done evil and you did not care.
Yeah, he jumped into the water and saved her. Oh, hell no. She doesn't want that.
I would make you a queen. Fair as the sea and the sun.
It's
stronger than the foundations of the earth.
direct quote from Fellowship of the Ring.
We were brought together for a purpose.
They to be alloyed.
This is it. You bind me to the light, and I bind you to power. What will they do when you tell them that you are my ally? When you tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
And you will die because of me! Where did we first meet?
Seaside, when I was first orphaned. I was alone, a young half-elven boy without friend or kin.
She's not spilling the beans to him, like, kill Halbrand, no one's saying anything.
He is gone. And I doubt he will return. And should he ever, none of us are to treat with him again.
Oh yeah, King of the Southlands, and now the Southlands are Mordor.
Difficult to keep.
Interesting. But Adar is there, the orcs are there.
We must make 3.
3?
One will always corrupt. 2 will divide.
But with 3, there is balance.
And the gemstones that they were looking at earlier, does that have anything to do with...
Must be for the elves alone. Untouched by other hands.
I need gold and silver from Valinor.
Oh, damn.
True creation requires...
destruction.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're wrong about your name. What if they're wrong about that too? They called you something else. Istad. Is that your kind?
In your tongue, that means wise one. Or
Could it be Wizard?
wizard.
I am happy with this trajectory and who I think him to be.
In those moments, it's our task to make our feet go where our hearts wish not to tread.
Was their job just to shepherd him, you know, and get him off his feet and in the right direction?
30 days of clear trail. All fresh grass and no trolls.
He's dead and they just moved on. They didn't bury him. They're not...
Hey?
Sorry, Malda. Nothing but steep slopes and brickled brambles for weeks.
Nobody goes off trail.
Nobody goes alone. Yeah, we get it.
Better with sad exhibits.
Go on.
Oh, she's going with him.
You're part of something bigger now.
She gets to die in season 2. Hey.
And you belong.
I still think that's the Hobbit kid from the Fellowship of the Ring. I haven't looked it up, but
Always quench your fire, water and earth. Don't squat by a river, never know when you'll need a drink downstream. And
I was gonna say she's probably not going with her though, because she's got to do the trail leading with the group. Just a sad goodbye.
why does everyone I love the most always have to go away? Because I think if we didn't, then we'd never learn anything new. So close to that tall fella. He's a good friend in a spot. Not so good as you.
Are you certain?
More than ever. Not to mention I haven't an inkling which way to go.
There's a sweet smell on the air this way. Always follow your nose.
Yeah, what did he say? The air doesn't stink so much in that one tunnel. You know, same kind of idea. Lens flare. Why? I hate it. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna do like all of the rings right now, or we're just doing the 3 obviously for the elves, because many more were made. I haven't said anything in a while, but there's been a lot of passive callbacks to things, like him holding the ore above the flame was kind of like, you know, throw it into the fire, a Sildor moment. The preciousness of it. You're trying to work out what Halbrand had done? Well, shit. See, my knowledge of Lord Celebrimbor and the creation of the rings is already sparse enough, so I don't know how much liberty was taken with this story. Because I thought Sauron was deliberately, like, Lord Celebrimbor influenced, puppet used. But now it's like here, he just, you know, he is this elven smith, but we have a Sauron figure running around. I guess he kind of did help Celebrimbor figure out how to do it, though. But they were all of them deceived. A master ring was forged. Of course, and he's a blacksmith too. Oh, no. No. Of course they're not going to have Sauron and Adar mix yet. Alright, episode 8, season 1 finale, Alloyed. Season 1 finale, new alliances are forged. That's it. That's the only description for the episode. Okay. Look at that hair. So yeah, Wizard is Meteor Man, which, puts him in the Gandalf camp. 99% sure on that now. Feels good. Yeah, I was eyeballing Celebrimbor the whole time because I thought, he was manipulated or used or influenced or controlled by the Dark Lord to make the rings, but no, the Dark Lord kind of was just there and tossed out some ideas, and Celebrimbor rolled with them. And of course we saw he was really good at forging and blacksmithing and shit when he was on Numenor and said, I'll build anything better than you've seen, and like he was a blacksmith and looked up to, Celebrimbor, and because in secret he's gonna make that one fucking ring. Man, I do like though that 1 will rule, 2 will divide, but with 3 there's some semblance of balance. I don't know if that was originally the case for there being 3 rings to the or to the elves, or if it just worked out better than 3, 5, 9 or 3, 7, 9. Keeping it with the odds there, but I'm trying to process and formulate everything. The short-haired elves, I don't know if they were trying to summon Sauron or thought that obviously they thought it was him, but it was not. I thought the Harfoot storyline was going to end, but we only had one Harfoot death, and then Nori is going off with Meteor Man with our wizard friend, and that's cool because I was wondering like what is their part in the greater story going to be? If they would have been done with the Harfoots this episode, it would have been okay. Like I don't think we needed Nori to go with him, but I'm all about it. And I don't know if they'll keep the Harfoot story on the low down and then bring it back when they need it, or if these other characters are just going to be gone for a potential season 2. But I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2. Hair is fucking wild. I'm wondering if Halbrand originally crashed in the ocean, because Meteor Man crashed on land. I wonder if he crashed in the ocean, or if he had an involvement with that initial shipwreck and that giant, worm or serpent creature that was attacking the boats. And I had joked that, like, to the King in the South, and it's like, to the guy who just got here, and it's like, oh, man. Galadriel, every step of the way, lined him up and put him into a position of power with those people. And then he got his own way with the Smith, and Adar is in charge still, I guess, until Sauron shows up. And then we'll get closure and find out if he really did split Sauron and kill him like he claimed, or if this was all just a ruse and bullshit as set up to hand it back over to Sauron. I don't know how many layers deep the Orc Adar shadow game is. But what I mean is he could have been lying about killing Sauron and not being with them, and it could all be just bullshit to sell on the fact that they are still working together. I don't know. And now that we know who Sauron was, it's rewatches and reactions are going to be interesting to just see him, in a scene doing whatever, talking to Elendil. I don't know if he spoke to Isildur, I'm forgetting, but it's just like these characters who are all gonna, run into each other again in the future, as we know it from their point of view. They'll meet at the Great Battle. And Isildur's sister, Elendil, or Arian, whatever. Her name does not burn into my head. But last we saw she was, she went off camera. The king opened some secret door up to the Seeing Stone. She kind of took the thing off of it and then cut to black. So I don't know, man. Maybe if Sauron has one of those, Halbrand, Sauron, whatever, maybe there will be a connection, or he'll be able to influence her to cause shit to happen in Numenor. I don't know. But they gotta leave season 2 plot points and things unanswered. I don't know if they have plans for season 2. I don't know, but I do like not having to necessarily close out a character storyline just to, you know, finish it out. Like, no, things are moving forward. These are people developing. They want things. They're getting into trouble. I'm just sitting here processing Halbrand in this whole fucking time. But he straight up told her, once you know you'll leave, you'll turn your back on me. He has told the truth so far as I can tell, aside from, you know, not admitting that he's Sauron. But then maybe that explains why he could fight so well. When the people tried to jump him, he just fucking freaked out and broke him. Because he can. I don't know. This has been a 7-minute outro of me just scratching my chin and being bewildered at what just happened. But this was a lot of fun, and I look forward to a potential season 2. We're already waiting a year or two for House of the Dragon to return. I guess we can wait a year or two for this, right? Now I need to go back and edit episodes 7 and 8. But hopefully there will be a little more context to know what's important from this episode, so I know what to keep in on 7. Alright, this was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for being here. I look forward to new shows in the future, especially a second season of this, and I hope to see you then. Thanks again, and goodbye.